Good morning and welcome to my video log. Today is May 19th, and this log, in these video logs, I try to take biblical truths and make them an everyday reality. Sometimes I just feel led to share stories of how God is moving and working. This is one of those instances. About a week ago I went to the high school, and while hanging out with some of the kids, got to meet a new kid, and this kid's name was Alex. And so I was sitting with a group of kids, and one of the kids was playing with a cane. And I said, well, why are you playing with a cane? Like, why do you need help walking? He's like, no, it's actually his. And so I said, oh, okay. Why do you need a cane? And he said, well, 3 years ago I had a skiing accident. I went off a jump, and I got sideways, and I landed on my hip. And I was pretty badly hurt. And so I ended up going to the hospital, and my spinal cord had been damaged. I don't even know if he said broken or damaged, but basically the curvature of his spine got reoriented, and his spinal cord fused, and from that he suffered neurological damage. Then he continued to explain some of the other difficulties that he had had, including the fact that in the accident his kneecap had kind of shifted and broken, and so now the front of his kneecap didn't grow, and so he couldn't walk very well with that. And then he remembered that he had also damaged his foot, and so his foot was actually deformed, and so that was giving him difficulties as well. And as I listened to him talk about all the different things that had happened from this accident, I thought, wow, what wouldn't you do to have that day back and to maybe decide to not go off that jump? And so I said to him, I said, wow, wouldn't you love to have that day back? And with this intense, peaceful, and yet joyous look in his eyes, he looked at me and he said, well, no, not actually at all, because I have learned so much about myself, and I have learned so much about other people through the pain and everything that I have experienced. And it was like God just kind of slapping me upside the head and saying, see, I love you, and I love Alex, and I put people through painful processes because I know that through that they're going to know and understand me with greater clarity, and they're going to know and understand themselves and others around them. I hope that you have a great day.